Welcome to Beyond Sight Voiceover Mastery with Antonio De Lillis. Dive into a world of computer empowerment using voiceover, perfect for individuals facing challenges like dyslexia and visual impairments. Master voiceover, boost independence, and join our supportive community. Loaded with practicality, inclusivity, and empowerment, let's revolutionize your digital world. Come join us beyond sight. Join now and navigate your tech world with confidence, regaining your digital independence.
Hey everybody, hello. Welcome to a new series of tutorials which will cover everything about the voiceover. So, first thing first, what is that? So, the voiceover is the Apple Mac screen reader. In other words, is the tool that we use to read the screen. Yeah? Or in other words, is that thing that mostly blind use to be able to operate the computer. And in particular, the Apple computer. This is not applicable to Windows computer, but only Apple. And the reason being is that because I can only use those, I only know how to use those. It's aimed to people who lost their sight and they knew how to use their computer before, but not any longer. Or even those who are struggling because, things are very small, they don't know how to cope with it. So either you are partially sighted, severely visually impaired, or totally blind, or even if you are struggling with reading, so any other form of disabilities through which you are struggling with reading what is written on the screen. If you fall under any of those categories, well, you're welcome, and I hope to be able to help you. All right, so that's all in terms of talking. So let's move on. Lesson number 1, before even knowing how to turn voiceover on and off, we have to discuss the keyboard. Because, if you are not able to see the keyboard, or the difference between a J or a K, it's obscure because, they are too small, or because, you're struggling with the letters, they are all confused in your mind or whatever, we need to discuss the keyboard. And yes, blind, they know the keyboard by heart. So not today, not tomorrow, but make an effort to learn your keyboard by heart. You don't have to learn literally everything by heart, but you have to have some anchor points. Yeah? This is what we do, everybody, and it's frustrating, but let me give you a big but here. I'm not a superhero. I don't have special powers, but I have learned the keyboard, and if I could do it, you can do it. I promise you. All right? So, you have to be able to locate one key for now, only one. And today we will focus on 4 in total. 4.5 maybe, let's say, okay? So, if you have whatever keyboard you got, you will feel at the bottom of it that long key. It's long and thin. Can you feel it? So run your finger around the key, gently, without pressing the keys, just gently. And can you feel that one? So if the answer is yes, to the left of that keyboard, the first small keyboard key that you see or that you feel, that is command. Okay? Then, depending on what keyboard you're using, if it's an iMac keyboard, if it's a Bluetooth keyboard, etc., you have two options to turn VoiceOver on and off. So if you have a keyboard with all keys, the key at the top left corner, that's escape. And with actually, you know what? Let's use your right hand. So your right index, locate the escape button, top left, that's escape. Then if you have all the keys next to it, so to the right, you have F1, and then next F2, and then F3, F4, and F5. That's what we need, F5. Locate the command again, so with your left index, locate the long key, the space, but that's the space bar, and then again go to the left of it, the first key to the left of the space bar, that's command. So now press command and F5 and see what happens.
VoiceOver on System Settings, VoiceOver window. Open VoiceOver Training, has keyboard focus.
Yeah, and now my computer talks. If you press command F5 again, that's how you toggle it off. Let's have a listen. So I'm pressing command, holding the key down, and then F5.
VoiceOver off.
You see? VoiceOver off. So let me turn that on again.
VoiceOver on
Oh, did you hear?
System
I can
Settings,
stop it.
VoiceOver window.
And that is done with another key, which is called control. Now, you know where command is at this point. So locate the spacebar with your left index, to the left of the spacebar, that's command. If you go to the left, that's option. And if you go to the left of the option key, that's control.
Open VoiceOver Training, has keyboard focus.
Yeah. So every time the voiceover is talking too much for your liking,
To toggle VoiceOver, quickly press Touch ID 3 times while holding the command key.
see?
Open voice to toggle VoiceOver.
Press control. Oh, did you hear, by the way, this? So listen again.
To toggle VoiceOver, quickly press.
To toggle voiceover, my computer is telling me,
To toggle VoiceOver, quickly press Touch ID.
quickly press Touch ID 3 times.
Finder, desktop,
Oh.
desktop, systems.
I'll teach you all these.
To toggle VoiceOver, quickly press Touch ID 3 times while holding the command key.
So press the Touch ID button 3 times while holding the command key. What is the Touch ID? So the Touch ID is because I'm using a MacBook. The MacBook doesn't have the FN button, so the F1, F2, F3, F4. So if I go to the dead keyboard to the top left corner, there's escape.
Dismiss popover.
And then there
Stop.
is a thing without any button, but
Stop.
just with a
075112 MB.
If I run my finger to that, it's called the touch bar. That's what you hear, all these.
Audio output volume high.
Audio output.
Mute off.
Mute off.
Siri.
Audio.
Expand
And all the
control
other thing,
strip.
alright? But to the right of that
Authentication. Login enter pass.
Oops. Yeah, that's the Touch ID. The Touch ID is the thing that you use to turn the computer on, to pay with Apple Pay, to unlock your computer and do other things, okay? So if you have the touch bar and the Touch ID, to toggle VoiceOver on and off, you have to press Command and hold it, and then 3 times that Touch ID button, so ta-ta-ta, while holding the command down. So let me try. 1, 2, 3.
VoiceOver off.
VoiceOver off. Let me try to turn it on again. Command and 3 times ta-ta-ta. It's coming now.
VoiceOver on System Settings. VoiceOver.
And that's it, okay? So we just learned Command F5 if you have a normal keyboard, or Command Touch ID 3 times if you have a MacBook keyboard. Right. there are another button we want to learn. So we'll also learn control to stop the voiceover talking.
Open voiceover
See, I press control and it stops.
training.
And we briefly mentioned the option key, which is left to the command or right to the control. So you have left to right. So let's go right to left. So space bar, then you have to the left command, then option, and then control. So if you press control and option, those two keys are what we call the VO keys or voiceover keys. And that's important because every now and then I'll say, okay, now this is VO right arrow, VO space, VO F, whatever. And actually the next key command that I want to teach is VO K. VO K. So control option are my VO keys plus the letter K on your keyboard, which we need to learn. Where is it? So run your hands on your keys, or if you have a sighted person that can assist, ask them where the K button is. That will be handy and quick. Otherwise, can you feel that there are two keys which have a sort of tactile dot, or maybe it's an underscore? Yeah? Can you feel it? If so, the one to the left, it's the letter F, and the one to the right is the letter J. Now, if you go locate, so the letter J, so it's those two dotted keys, the one on the right hand side, that's J. Locate J and go to the right of J, that's K. Stay there with your right index, so make sure you are there. Don't press it yet, but stay there on the K button. And then with your left hand, locate spacebar, go to the left, that's command. The next one is option, so hold option, hold control, and now press the letter K on your keyboard and see what happens.
Starting keyboard help. Type keys to hear their names.
Nice.
Hold down the voiceover keys while typing to hear voiceover commands. Press the escape key in the top left corner of the keyboard to stop help.
Okay, as I said, voiceover sometimes talks a lot. So basically what he told us is if you press the keys on your keyboard, you will learn what you're pressing. So listen.
J, F,
F,
K,
K,
L,
L,
P,
blah, blah, blah. Right?
F2,
F2,
eject,
eject,
F12,
F12,
return, shift,
etc. And this is a great way to learn the keys. Okay? And then also said if you keep VO keys, so control,
option,
and some keys.
J, go to linked item, moves the voiceover cursor to the item linked to the current item.
It's telling you what function that sequence of buttons can do for you. But that's for later. Now we are trying to learn the keys on our keyboard. So let's start from the bottom.
Space.
The space bar, so the long one. To the left,
command.
You have your command.
Option.
Control. And control. Some keyboard like this one, there's another key to the left of control.
FN.
And that's
Tyviet letter lovo. FN. Tyviet letter lovo. FN. FN. Tyviet letter lovo. FN. M. Shift. FN.
I don't know what.
FN. V. FN. V. FN. Tyviet letter lovo.
I don't know what language that is, to be honest. But anyway, that's the FN button, right? Let's find out what happens to the right of the space bar. Space to the right.
Command.
You have another command.
Option.
You have another option.
Left. Move left. Moves the voiceover cursor left.
You have the left arrow, and then you have...
Down. Move down. moves the voiceover cursor down.
the down arrow, and then you have
Right, move right, moves the voiceover cursor right. Control.
the right arrow. You locate the down arrow.
Down, move down, moves the voiceover cursor down.
If you go up and you press,
Up, moves the voiceover cursor up.
that's your up arrow. Okay? Now, to escape this mess, let's say you want to do something,
J, S, M, J, O, C, A, C.
but it's not doing a thing.
Caps lock.
It's just telling you what you're pressing, okay? So there are two ways to turn this keyboard help. You can press again Control option and the letter K, or you can press the escape button to the top left side or top left corner. All right? But your first exercise will be to come here every now and then and make sure you know where's the accent. Oh, there. Where is the J?
J.
Where is the Z?
Z.
Where is return?
Return.
LP.
LP.
OI.
OI.
Q.
Q.
M.
M.
Period.
Period.
Shift. Return.
Return.
We done it.
Right bracket.
Right bracket. And and you can learn things. Where are the numbers?
3, 2, 1.
Oh, there they are.
Shift. Exclamation mark.
And all the others. That's so important, okay? But for now,
Control option.
Control and option and K.
K.
Command. F5.
F5, F1, F2, F3, F5.
Yeah, and that's it. Shall we try to click escape and see if we can get rid of
Space. Option.
this?
A. Escape. Stopping keyboard help.
Stopping keyboard help. So yeah, now we are
Open voiceover training.
back to where we were. We can turn voiceover on and off. We still don't know what to do with it, right? But that's your first lesson, and it ends here. And I hope it was helpful, and I hope to see you next time. Bye now.
Thanks for joining us on our podcast. We hope you found our content insightful and thought-provoking. Before we go, we'd like to thank all our listeners for their invaluable support. If you enjoyed our podcast and want to contribute to its growth, please consider making a donation via PayPal to delilisantonio@gmail.com. That's D for Delta, E for Echo, L for Lima, I for India, L for Lima, L for Lima, I for India, S for Sierra, A for Alpha, N for November, T for Tango, O for Oscar, N for November, I for India, O for Oscar @gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening.